So, describe kind of what's it been like for you as the players here preparing for this conference tournament compared to a couple years ago where you hosted the tournament. And do you think that experience from 19 helps you in this tournament?
Yeah, I think it helps a little bit just because, some of us that are returning, we've been here before. So we kind of know the atmosphere, we kind of know the routine, our schedule, kind of what we have to do. Um, but to prepare for this year, it's really just the same. You're preparing for a volleyball game at the end of the day. Yeah, we're not at home like we were in 2019, which we kind of wish we were, but it's okay. But we've traveled here before, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, at the end of the day, we're just all preparing for the same volleyball game.
And then having a year like this where COVID obviously brought a lot of setbacks, how good does it feel just to be in the tournament again and then with the team that you guys have right now?
Uh, a great. I'm just happy that we were able to play in general, let alone have a tournament. This, we weren't sure what was happening, during fall and all that. We wanted to have a season and then it didn't happen. So then everything was up in the air about spring. And then we found out, yes, we're definitely having some type of season in spring. We were all really excited. We were just grateful to be able to play and to be able to have the tournament now is just awesome.
How does having played Tulane earlier in the year help you prepare for facing them Friday?
Obviously we've seen them before. We know, their personnel. But obviously they've improved. They've been changing their ways and everything like that. But I just think it helps that we've seen them before. But again, it's just it's a new day. So we got to come out and play our hardest no matter what.
How are you a different player, if at all, now than you were, let's say, in January as you were about to start this spring season and adapting to that, or even in the fall? How are you different now?
Yeah, I think just kind of with everything that's happened this season, I've learned to, be flexible a little bit more and also just to kind of tune out the outside noise and all the outside factors that I can't really control. Beforehand, I think that probably would have, bothered me a little bit more. But I think with COVID and kind of this season and the way we've had to run it, I've had to learn to be a little bit more flexible and, be a little bit more patient with things. But overall, it's been good.
And then what has really impressed you the most about players like Tolly and Ari that have come into a completely different program and adjusted to what you guys have going on and now you're in the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, just having those players being able to transfer in from another school and, being able to adapt to our system and being able to just kind of, fit their way right in has just been awesome. It's been really, it's, there's no other way to describe it, but pretty grateful to have, girls like that on the team to be able to just kind of come in and, not, be shy about, their playing and everything, just been able to, fit their way in and be good.
To be successful Friday, UCF has to do what?
I think we just got to go out and play our game. We just got to focus on our side of the net and we have to execute and play our game. I don't think there is, anything else. We got to go out there and play the volleyball that we know.
Describe the coaching staff that you play for. Obviously, Coach Todd, obviously, but also obviously Jenny and Brian, and what they've meant to you and your game.
This entire coaching staff has just been absolutely amazing. I've obviously been with them since my freshman year, so going on 4 years now. And, Jenny has just been awesome to be able to talk to about both volleyball on the court things and then even off the court things. And then being able to have Brian and just being able to listen to him and have his knowledge of the game has just been incredible and just an amazing opportunity to have them as coaches and get their knowledge and to be able to, put that into play during practice and then be able to listen during scouting and then being able to put it in play during games. It's just been incredible. And I've been so lucky to have the coaching staff that I've had for my college career.
I'm curious, having gone through this season where you're playing the same team on back-to-back nights, whether it be on the road or at home, compared to 2019, where it was more of a quote normal schedule, where it's more spread out. Do you have a preference, having gone through both, either way?
We were actually talking about this because we were talking about how it's been a different season, us and some of the girls, and how obviously this year, we're back to back and, it's just kind of, but it's the same team. And I think we kind of like this season a little bit more just because I think it kind of tones down on the traveling when we do have to go to another school. Because usually when we're doing two different teams, it's, We play Friday, then travel all day Saturday, have to find a way to practice, and then you play Sunday, late morning, early afternoon, something like that, and then you're back on a plane. Being able to just focus on one team for the whole weekend, whether you're home or away, I think we kind of like more. We don't have to worry about, okay, oh no, it's this team, or it's Tulane. Oh no, we were talking about Wichita and all this other, and all the other things. It's nice to be able to like, okay, we're just focusing on Tulane for this entire weekend. And it's less, I think it's less stress and less, I don't know how to say it, but just less stress on the body, especially when it comes
Sure.
to traveling, because that puts a toll on us as athletes. So being able to not have to worry about that and just being able to focus on one thing has been really nice. So I think probably this season, but I don't know how they're going to change it for next season.
As last question from me, what as one of the leaders on the team here, as you get ready for this conference tournament, you know the taste of it. You've won a championship. What's the message you give to the players that haven't been a part of this, and what's it going to take and that experience? And I would imagine not take this for granted because 3-4 months ago you didn't know if you'd have this opportunity. And here you are with another opportunity to play for a championship.
Right. For me, you just really got to soak it all in, just, think of, how lucky everyone is to be able to be playing. And for the young ones, I always just tell them, like, go out there and have fun. Just don't worry about anything else, but go out there and have fun and play your game of volleyball. Because at the end of the day, this is the sport that you fell in love with and that you love to play. So go out there and do that. Don't stress and don't worry about anything else, and just go out there, have fun, because that's what this game's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun.